Okay, welcome back to Shop Saturday. Today we are going to try to make a mini mallet. So we've got our little mini mallet here. It is a friction fit mini mallet. So if you bang on it, basically the head will come off. So if you break the head of your mallet, you can keep your handle, which is really nice because you get used to the way things feel. And then you just look. Oh, I forgot to show you. So then you just stick it back in here, and then you just bang it this way, and it's all back together. So let's get started. So we have our pieces of oak here, which we need to cut into little strips like this. So we are going to cut them into 2-inch strips. We have our lines on there, and we're going to head over to the saw. Get our board on there. This is going to be pretty tricky because it's a really small piece of wood, which is kind of scary to cut with the saw. We have our saw. We're just going to get our lines. We're going to get our lines lined up here. My saw does not have a laser, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way. And actually, this isn't even my saw. I borrowed this saw, so bang this over a little bit. There we go. That's good. So we are going to cut this here. Let me find something I can sit this on so you guys can see what we're doing. Just clamp to the holes here. Another example, you can never have too many clamps. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's seen that, but look at this. See all that smoke? That's from the saw blade. So that brings up the question is the saw blade dull or is it dirty? So I think what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna stop. We're not gonna make the mallet right now anyways. We are going to do something that probably needed to be done a long time ago, which is we're gonna clean the saw blade. I personally don't have money to buy a new saw blade, and it's not my saw, so I'm just borrowing it, but it does make it difficult to cut some stuff. This oak is kind of hard, and as you can see, it burns the wood when it cuts it, so it makes you wonder if maybe it's just dirty. I mean, the saw literally is filthy, so it probably is the original saw blade. But maybe if we clean it up, it will cut better. So let's take a couple minutes to tear this apart. I personally have never tore a saw apart, but it can't be that hard. So give me a couple minutes and we'll get the saw blade off. Hey Siri, how do you remove a saw blade off a Bosch chop saw?
On the web for how do you remove a saw blade off a Bosch chop saw.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta ask for help when you don't know what you're doing. Okay, turns out there's a little button you push right here so the saw blade does not move, and then you can just use the wrench to loosen it up. So out you have to remove this little guard here, so I just using my Sheffield gotta remove that to get the saw blade off. And then it just flips up like that, and then you can get this bolt off, because I was running into the metal part of the guard there. So we'll get that off. I'm also gonna just take this one off too, because I mean, if I'm cleaning it, I might as well clean both of them. You know, it never fails. You want to make a quick little video about how to do something, but you want to do more than one thing. You want to do this saw plus this saw. This saw must be a throwaway saw because there's no way to get that bolt out of there because this is solid. Like they must be when the blade gets dull, you just throw it in the garbage. Good news is I did manage to get it off. Bad news is you have to tear the entire saw apart. Well, let's get out of the freezing cold shop and into the warm kitchen to clean the saw blades. Okay, good morning guys. We're going to finish cleaning up our saw blade with basic household materials. Basically all we need is some water, some concentrated laundry detergent, and our Scrub Daddy. So, oh, and a cooking sheet. So all this stuff we've had just laying around our house, and we're going to clean our saw blade. So we basically need to mix the laundry detergent with the water. You just pour it in there. I don't think it really matters what kind of laundry detergent you use. There's no laundry detergent that paid me to make this, so nobody's getting any credit. So we're just gonna pour it over the top of our saw blade and let it soak for a little bit. Basically, you just need it to cover the blade. So we have it covered. And we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit, probably about 30 minutes or so, and we'll come back and check it out. And as you can see, it's only been like literally 3 minutes and it's already starting to loosen up the crud on the blades. So as you can see, it's just the laundry detergent by itself in the water. It's really quite effective. Okay, so now we're gonna start to scrub. It's been about 30 minutes or so. So we're gonna start to scrub now. As you can see, it's cleaning right up. So see how it's clean? Not clean. We use our Scrub Daddy. See how it's cleaning it right up? Very easily cleans it up too. Barely even pushing on it. See, I really hope this works to make it so the saw blade doesn't smoke anymore. It's amazing how much stuff actually builds up on there. Okay, so let's take another look real quick. So we have clean, and then not clean. So I'm gonna finish scrubbing both sides and we'll put it back on the saw and see how it works. That's just amazing. Who would have thought? I've been putting up with that smoking saw blade for almost a year now. Almost bought a new saw blade, and maybe I'll still have to buy a saw blade, but I mean, these teeth look brand new now. I mean, before they looked like they were all eaten up. That's why I thought I needed a new saw blade, and it was just the junk on it. But this Scrub Daddy's really working. We had a lady at work give this to us, and it's a pretty cool little sponge. Let's get both sides. I'm also gonna use a scrubber brush, just because I can't really get the front part of the teeth. This will get the actual front part of the teeth. But yeah, so if your saw blade's smoking or not cutting very well, I would recommend just cleaning it as opposed to buying a new saw blade. I mean, unless you got extra money to spend or wanted a different kind of saw blade, I guess you can buy it. But just because it's smoking doesn't mean it's broken. But yeah, you'll also want to spray your saw blade with some kind of silicone protectant or some kind of wax so it doesn't rust out on you. At least that's what they say in the video. Let me rinse this off real quick. As you can see, the teeth are all cleaned off now. Maybe you can't see, but the teeth are all clean now, where they were all black or yellow. And so we'll have to go put this back on the saw and see if it smokes. All right, so as you can see, all the teeth are super clean now. Let me go slow here. Where before they were all black. I'm absolutely amazed by this. I really hope it doesn't smoke when we go out there. Okay guys, so this is the moment of truth. Do you remember how dirty the saw blade was at the beginning of the video? Look at that, it looks like a brand new one on there pretty much. So we're gonna try to cut this piece and see if it smokes. So I'm gonna try to get the same camera angle I had before. Won't be exactly, but it will be pretty close. All right, who's ready? Well, I don't know if you can see, but there is still smoke in here. And it did still burn the wood, but it wasn't as bad. It's not quite as bad. So maybe we do need a new blade. But nonetheless, if you have a dirty saw blade, you can clean it with the way we did it in this video. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget this is Shop Saturday, and we would love to hear what you're working on in your shop. Don't forget to tune in next time to when we actually make the mini mallet. See, I kind of like how clean the saw blade is. Maybe I'll clean the whole saw up with my dust stopper. Ha! And I knew the tool was on the machine to change it, but I just couldn't see it because it was so dirty. But here's the actual wrench you use to change the saw blade. Huh. Good thing I decided to clean the saw.